Well, let's hope President Herzog's visit does spark a reset from the Albanese government, which has been incredibly hostile toward the only Jewish nation in the world. And I think Herzog had it right when he spoke of bashing and shaming of Israel, because that is what we have seen from the Albanese government. This Israel is one tiny Jewish nation compared with more than 50 Muslim-majority countries. And all this hostility in the wake of a barbaric terror attack on Israel, an attack that was unprovoked and has meant there's a deep and lasting trauma for Israelis. The antagonism in Australia has been so extreme, the dehumanisation of so-called Zionists so emphatic, that the Bondi terror attack was all but inevitable. Herzog's visit means a great deal, and his message of action on anti-Semitism should be heeded urgently. And all Australians should welcome his visit, because it's a visit from the head of a nation that shares our Australian values of freedom, democracy and equality. And we also share the same enemy. As Herzog said, violent radical Islamism that seeks to destroy Israel and that opposes the values that underpin our way of life here. And Herzog's visit is one of peace. And his nation is fighting for peace in the Middle East against enemies that only seek to kill Jews. Now, Herzog will meet with Albanese this week, as he said there in that interview, after he spends time with the Jewish community here in Sydney. And his visit shows how Israel is standing with Australia during our darkest hour. And you can't say the same of Australia, which did not stand with Israel after October 7. Our Prime Minister was one of the only world leaders not to visit Israel after the massacre. And when Penny Wong eventually went, she didn't even bother to visit the site of the atrocity. This is unlike President Herzog, whose very first stop after arriving in Australia, even in the pouring rain, was the memorial site at Bondi. The President laid a floral wreath and he brought 2 stones with him from Jerusalem, which he laid at the Bondi Pavilion in line with Jewish tradition. Many survivors of the Bondi attack were there this morning, including the father who was shot 6 times, the daughter of Reuven Morrison, Shana Gutnick, and survivors Aaron Moldovan, Evan Zlatskis and Arsen Ostrovsky. It was highly emotional for many of the survivors to meet with the President. His support means the world to them.